go. We're going to be talking about Harry Potter. We're going to be talking about the newest version of the game. It's the greatest thing that they've ever done with Harry Potter at this show. I guarantee it. We're going to introduce you to two guys. Darren Potter, no relation, and John, very important, Rissick.
Everything is new and different with our Harry Potter game this year because the fiction's changed. If anyone's familiar with either the books or the movies, you know that we're approaching the end of the story. The action is getting more intense than ever. The story's getting darker than ever. And that is the story we're telling this year with Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. So if you want to fire it up, okay, we're going to show you a mission from around the midpoint of the game. And what you'll see immediately is we've got a third-person camera angle this year. And we've got a game that is based around combat. There's more in it than combat, but we're going to show you a lot of combat in the demo today. So Darren is going to start off by using a few spells. Actually, Darren, do you mind if I call you Harry for the duration of the demo? Okay. So Harry's going to kick us off with a few spells.
It looks like it's very violent.
It is. It's more action-packed than it's ever been before.
Wow, he like shot the heck out of it.
He did, and the cool thing about this is we've got enemies who apparate, and that kind of means like teleporting. They apparate in and out of the world. Something very unique to the Harry Potter fiction, and makes for very dynamic gameplay. He's behind cover. Yeah, I'm glad you asked me that as well.
It's like Gears of Wands.
You may call it that. We would call it Harry's dynamic cover system, but that's okay. So we're taking cover here, and we're taking out the bad guys. And Harry is going to work his way through the level. And the objective of this level is to actually get to these cooling towers that you'll see in the distance. There are some wizards that Harry's got to protect from Voldemort's evil hordes. So we're going to work our way through the level now. What you'll see here is our spell wheel. So we've loaded up the spell wheel with 6 spells just for the purpose of this demo. We'll have a lot more than that for the final game. And we'll show you how most of these are going to work. All of our cover is destructible, as you'll see here, and we're going to take these guys out with a Crucio spell. Crucio spell is a rapid fire spell, very cool, kind of difficult to keep hold of. There's a lot of recoil there.
Like a machine gun.
Well, you may call it a machine gun. I would call it a rapid fire spell, but if you want to call it a machine gun, that's fine, Paul. So what we're going to do here is we've got to blast our way through this barrier ahead of us. So we're going to use a blasting spell, and that blasting spell is called Confringo. Pretty powerful stuff.
It's like a rocket launcher. I think you're making a first-person shooter.
I possibly couldn't say, but actually we're going to use it. It's a blasting spell in Harry's world. So we're going to make our way through the environment. And what we've got to do is try to get through the warehouse here. We're going to climb the stairs, and Harry's going to survey the scene at the top of the stairs. And as you'll see, there's 4 Death Eaters who have just apparated into the scene.
He can't take on 4 people. He hasn't got any help.
Well, let me see what he's going to do. He doesn't have any help, but what he does have is his Confundo spell. You can use any spell at any time. We're going to use Confundo. And what you'll see is it zooms in a little bit like a sniper weapon. But what it does, it's better than a sniper weapon. It actually uses the enemies to fight each other. So by targeting one enemy, we set them all off against each other. And then Harry can wade in there with all the spells he loves using. So there's a fight going on down below. Harry can watch that fight play out, or he can wade in and add some help. So we're taking these guys out, and as you may see, there was a snatcher there that was using our cover system. So Harry, like the bad guys, has got a cover system. It's called Protego, and it's a spell that he can call up at any time. That'll be pretty good. Okay, there it is, and you can see it's pretty cool. It can be used at any time. You can't fire when it's on, and you can't move around, but you can use it at any time. Okay, we're using our 4-point spell to find the next way to go, and we've got a barrier in our way. So what do? We're going to use a spell that Harry's used for the duration of the books. In the very first story, he learned a spell called Wingardium Leviosa, and it was actually just to lift a feather. Now, a lot has happened in the past 7 years. It's not about lifting feathers anymore. It's about using barricades and barriers as portable weapons. A little bit like a gravity machine there. So we're taking out the bad guys still as we work through the level. And remember, if anyone wants to play the game following the demo, we've got 4 pods over there and 4 demoers if you just want to watch, or you can get hands-on and play. We're very happy for anyone to come up and play the game this year. This isn't a game about learning potions. It's not a game about taking classes. It's not a game about playing Quidditch. It's an action game. So Harry is out in the wilds on the run. This scene actually takes place, it's actually just on the edge of the Forest of Dean in the UK, which is a real place. And these are some cooling towers, as I said before. It takes place around the midpoint of our game. And the level you're seeing here is Harry playing on his own. You play as Harry throughout the duration of the game, but there are a certain number of levels where you have Ron and Hermione, Harry's trusted allies, playing alongside you. Okay, so we're pretty much there, pretty much near the end. We're near where those wizards are, and the Dementors have got them. Ooh, scary Dementors. If anyone remembers these guys from the films, they are pretty scary. We've got one of them on our video. I think you may have seen that earlier on.
It's all going weird around
So
the
it's
screen.
all going weird around the screen, and that's symbolic of the life being sucked out of the world by the Dementors. That's what they do. They suck at your soul. They'll suck at Harry's soul, and that's what we're representing. So there's no health bar in the game. You'll see the color was being drained from the game as Harry was taking hits earlier on. And this is very representative of the effect that Dementors have, sucking the world, making everything cold. So Harry's got to use the Patronum spell. That's something that's true to the fiction, it's true to the books and the movies. It's a signature spell for Harry. Harry's one of the only wizards who can use this spell. It's very powerful, and he's just got to keep using it to try to take down these Dementors. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. So we've taken out one wave, but there's more. There's more to come, as you can see, and they're swirling down the cooling tower, and that is the end of the game. Does Harry survive? If you want to find out if Harry survives, you have to go play the game. So we've got pods over just behind the Sims 3 Ambitions, another fantastic game over there. Go play and have some fun.
What
Thank
do
you
we think,
very
Harry
much.
Potter? Thank you very much, John.